Morning again. Sorry, we lost the last live, so I was chatting away to myself. Hello. Hello, my darling. Sorry, I'm just chatting to Spesh, who's just round the side here. Anyway, I'm going to leave you sat watching these guys out the front while I go and tidy up inside. But sorry, it's not the usual Wednesday live with me and Frey. And it's a little earlier than usual. If you caught the last one, you'll know that we've got Chris here today. He's arriving about 10:30 to have a look at poor little Mabel, who went lame yesterday, and to sort out Milky Moo's foot. So I'm going to leave you sat here on the front of Arthur, and hopefully none of them come over and knock you off your perch. Right. Spesh, are you keeping everyone entertained? we still live? Let me come and see who's with us. Hi Kit, hi Inika, hi Nemo, hi Kim. Oh, we've got a few of you on here. Hi Varg. Jane, hi Diane. The weather is not very pleasant today. But these guys don't seem to mind. So we got Yodel there on the left. Stoutson at the back over there. And then we've got Spesh and Iceman over at the hay hutch. So they're all munching away. Well, good morning everybody. While I clean up inside. Yeah, they do seem pretty content. So they've not got, some of you won't know this, depends whether you caught the earlier live or whether you're on our Facebook group, but yeah, Mabel, she's much the same this morning. I think it was you who made the comment about, you know, and hindsight is always a wonderful thing, that actually her whole, yes, we know that she likes cuddles and lifts her legs, but as she was doing with me and with Anne, but maybe what that was her way of saying, actually, my foot's hurting a little bit. But there, I was watching the video back yesterday of her the day before she went very lame, and yes, she took a couple of steps that weren't good, but it was so extreme, the change in her from the day before to yesterday. I'm really, really hoping that it is just an abscess, but yeah, I'm thinking that it may be more that she's just bothered that fracture that she had in her pedal bone. But as I say, Chris is here at 10:30 this morning, which is why I'm down here a little earlier. So I'm going to get on and get finished down here so that I can be up there for when he arrives, because he'll be looking at Mabel, but also putting a cast again on little Niki Noodles, whose eye is doing fantastic. So I'm going to leave you in peace watching these guys. I'm not going to put their treat balls out yet, just simply because Pioneer, who deliver all our carrots, were a couple of bags short. So unfortunately we don't have carrots this morning. So I'm just going to give them their treat balls before I need to take Arthur out to empty the trailer. Yeah, as I said, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing, and you know, very often that's where when you're talking, you're not necessarily looking at the things that you should be looking at. But you know, she's not 100% sound at the best of times. You know, a lot of them aren't, so sometimes they can take a funny step or two. Right, I'm going to leave you in peace. Very special. You look good. Did you not do that in the trailer? doing? I'm nearly there with the poo picking inside. I've got the raking to do. Who else has joined us? Can you see everyone? Oh yeah, they're all just stood there nicely in the screen. Oh, don't feel bad for me with any one of them becoming sick or lame. It's, you know, it's life. I always say if you put 15 people in a room, one of them is always going to have something wrong with them. So, you know, I accept that it's just, it's going to happen. And, you know, that's why we're here, to look after them. Andrea, you're right, they do make a mess around the hay bale. But I'll go and rake that up in a minute. You look very relaxed. It is a little bit stressful worrying about them, but I think because I've dealt with so many different things with them over the years, I do find it probably a bit easier to deal with than some people might with just sort of an individual pet. And I noticed when Mabel lifting that leg was with scratches, who would have known she was telling them something was wrong? I know, and you know, that's the thing. I know that historically she's done that, and yeah, I suppose I could have taken a look to see if there was something wrong, but I didn't at the time, and now we know that there was a problem. So yeah, they all have different ways of trying to tell us what's bothering them and what's wrong. Excuse me. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to get back to clearing up inside. I'm going to leave my microphones in here because you don't want to hear me raking away in there. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. I'll have to put the microphone back on now.
Where are we pointing?
Everyone can see you walking into screen. Look, we've got Anne. Have you already poo-pecked up the top?
No.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, okay. Thanks for coming down to help me. Or did you not come down to help me?
I did come down.
Did
Of
you?
course I did.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Live, sorry.
Hello everyone.
I
just
can't
put
see
this
the
on.
screen because I haven't got... But we're not doing question time today, are we?
We'll see how it goes, shall we?
Oh my goodness.
My giddy aunt.
Look, I think I've left you 2 poos to clear up. Hold on, who've we got? Look, Kit says hi. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Frey says hi.
Oh,
Morning,
hi, Frey.
Frey. Maria says hi.
Morning.
Oh, someone's message is held for review. Whose is that? Oh, Molly, why was your message held for review? She's not keen on the house, but she's eating in bits. It would do her good not to eat as much. Oh, oh, Mabel. I don't know why your message was held on there.
Darling. Hello, darling.
Lisa says hi.
Hi. Look at this. What a beautiful sight. What a beautiful welcome.
Hold on, we can't see you in the screen. Yeah,
Oh.
it is a beautiful sight. They've been very chilled here. I
Oh.
have broken the news to them that they've not got carrots today.
Oh my goodness.
And they don't look too upset about it.
Oh,
So-
they'll be devastated.
I know. I know.
Well, how are we gonna get out?
Well, I've left the treat balls until the end. So we'll do treat balls and then that should enable us to escape. Yes.
Oh,
So
no carrots.
I know, it's shocking. It's only because Pioneer obviously didn't have enough. But there's more coming on Friday.
But we've got Thursday and today to go before Friday.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've left some in the feed room because obviously I'm not here tomorrow morning because I'm up at the vet's. So that way Frey has some carrots that she can give them.
Call yourself a good mother.
Oh, that's so mean. Right, go. You can go. I don't like you anymore, Anne. No, well, no, let's not get into that whole topic about good mother.
Yeah, some
No.
topics are better left till another time.
Yes. There is another scoop somewhere, but look, there's literally 2 poos left, so
Oh,
you could grab a
great.
rake instead.
Okay. Are there any outside?
I've only clipped the ones from the front. I've not looked around the back. There were multiple out the front, which will make the trailer very heavy.
My girls are getting more uncovered every time I come here.
Your what?
My girls.
Your girls? Oh, the carriages. They're
My
not
ladies.
your carriages, Anne. They're not yours. You can say it as many times as you like. You're not
Always
taking
makes me
ownership.
giggle.
Yeah, they are a little dusty.
Yeah, this big one is.
It probably doesn't help that I was cleaning up in there last night and I used the blower and I blew even more dust over them. But then I thought, you know, that keeps you busy, gives you a job. You know?
It is.
Yeah.
If it's all right with you, I'll just bob down sometime and just cover them. Is that all right?
Why would that just be okay with me? That would be fantastic. I'd be delighted if you did that. Or we could just do it now because we need to get back up the top in time for Chris. That's why I came down early.
Because why, sorry?
Because Chris is going to be here at 10:30 and I need to see him
Okay.
when he gets here.
Oh, there's a horsey going down the road. Tracy.
What? Oh, for goodness sake. Dow. Really?
Till the last
Did that
down.
make your day?
She'll lull you into a false sense of
Yeah.
security. Just when you think
Even
it's all-
Yodel, who usually comes in here first thing in the morning and pees, I thought, well, I won't put the bucket underneath her tail because she always just comes in and pees. And then as soon as I walked away, she pooed.
You see, so they just do it just to tease.
I know.
They're all looking very bedraggled but beautiful.
Oh, sorry, do you want the scoop?
Anybody else want to poo while Tracy's got the scoop? Come in.
Sorry?
Just tell them if they want to poo, they can come in now.
No, why would you do that? They need to poo in the trailer. Oh, you probably didn't see that Mabel's gone very badly lame.
Oh!
And so it may be that by doing her whole leg lifting thing that she was actually trying to tell us.
Oh,
Her
my
foot was sore.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, really extreme yesterday, like almost abscess type lameness.
Flipping
But the
heck.
problem is it's in the foot. Sorry everyone, I'm just telling Anne because Anne doesn't watch the Facebook videos because you've got far more important things to be doing. So it's the same foot that she had the fracture in her pedal bone a couple of years ago.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that it's not that that's been aggravated, but
Oh, isn't that fascinating?
so Chris is going to have a look and have a dig around this morning when it gets here.
Yeah.
Worst case, I'll take her up to Frames tomorrow with Hoitzer and get an X-ray done.
Goodness, she must have been talking to us.
Yeah,
You. Us.
it was obviously her way of saying my foot hurts.
Oh.
Sorry, I said to everyone I was going to take the microphones off while I was raking because I didn't think everyone wanted to hear me raking. But we're chatting now, so that may be a little better than just the sound of raking.
Who's Chris seeing?
Hey?
Who's Chris seeing?
So he's resetting the cast on Nika's foot because she's just gone through it on the toe.
Right.
He'll obviously see Mabel. I can't remember who else we've got on the list. I didn't look at it this morning before I came down. And we've got David and Michael here planting the willow tree today.
So the tree was going in.
What?
The tree?
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yeah, they've been digging the hole this morning.
Yeah.
And David's going to make a hole at the front that he's going to line with pavers, and then we're going to put the urn in that, so that, because everyone was saying, oh, we should do it today while the tree's planted, but I'd rather it's a time where nobody else is here and it's just me, Tamara and Bailey, and we can go and put the urn down in the front. Micah! Right, that's on your side, Anne. You can clear that one up.
Okay, fair enough.
No, actually, I've got the scoop over here. Micah, Anne's just freshly raked that. So we're going to scatter half their ashes in different places around the farm.
Yeah. Is that different places that she remember?
Yeah, well, Dad always loved the front garden, so we're going to put some in the front garden, and then some up in the woods up behind the lodge. Can I give you those poos as well?
Yeah.
Thanks. But yeah, we want to do that on a nice day.
Definitely.
When it's quiet here.
I think it's lovely that you're scattering some up around the woods.
Yeah, well, Dad had a very, not strict, but set routine. You know, he'd get up. He always ran the B&B, so he'd do breakfast for everybody. He'd always be on the move. He'd always be doing something. But in the afternoons, he would always go for a walk around the farm.
Oh.
And take Esha, Mum's South African bauble that she had. And yet he loved it. He loved it up the top there.
So you know where up the top where there's that little seating area, that little secret seating area?
Tamara's gin.
Was that your dad's?
Hey?
Was that where your dad used to sit?
No, Tamara set that up when she moved up here. No, Dad used to love where the footpath runs, where it all got stoned last year, where the national parks came in.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a stream that runs through there. And we used to have a statue there that he brought back from France. And it always reminds me of him whenever I walk down there, because the statue used to sit there in amongst all the wild garlic flowers.
Lovely.
But unfortunately it fell over and broke several years ago. But yeah, it's another place where I would love to, you know, get it all, not manicured, but looking prettier, and get another statue there similar to the one that he loved.
Well, I'm sure you will. I've got every confidence. I've got a little bit of an issue here. Excuse me, Mr. Hannes. Thank you. What was the statue on again, Tracy? Did you say?
It was a lady stood up with a robe round her. It was like a white stone statue. It's very elegant. Yeah, it was only about. Sorry.
For those that
Hannes?
can't see, Hannes is having a poo on my side.
Yes, they're all doing it on your side.
Thank you, Hannes. Right, yeah. So a lady with a cloak.
Yeah, I'll have pictures of it somewhere.
I love that track, and I think it's going to be fabulous now, as all the bluebells come up and the daffodillies and the crocuses.
Yeah, absolutely, and then when the wild garlic comes out.
Oh yes.
It's why May is my favourite month, with all the different colours. Everything looks so fresh. Hannes, are you very pleased with yourself? Yes? Well done for putting on Anne's side.
The thing about Hannes is, it's done it in the corner. It's very tidy.
At least he's not lying in it and putting his head in it this time.
As a pillow.
Yeah.
Poor, I have to say, this is a pongy
Is it a
one.
bit stinky?
Oh.
He does do stinky poos, I have to say. It's probably something to do with the feed that he gets, because he has a different feed to everybody else.
Phew. I think I can smell the supplements.
There's a lot of supplements in his feed.